Vice-Chancellor, Members of Council, Mr Graham Innes, distinguished guests, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have another great big round of applause for our beautiful didgeridoo Yidaki players who have sent a message to all the spirits of these ancestral lands from their respective communities. I respectfully acknowledge the ancestral spirits, elders and communities as the traditional custodians of this nation and neighbouring islands. We come together very proudly for me on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people on my father's country. Tonight, as I've said, we've had our wonderful men playing the didgeridoos and joining our welcomes to country this evening. And before that, we held the balm bearing ceremony, which is to cleanse the land for a new beginning and also to return the spirits of our ancestors back to this earth. Also joining us tonight, and I must say I'm very proud, and I would like to especially acknowledge the Olympians, Paralympians, RMIT athletes, and as well thank them for their participation in this wonderful event tonight. Of course, we were greeted you will be greeted by the dragons and the drummers, who of course will make a wonderful noise, but it's something that our culture doesn't quite meet that expectation. It is your night tonight, and I would like to say personally that we congratulate you, and we're very proud to celebrate your dedication and commitment over many years. We know that your family and your friends and your teachers will be wishing you every success, as we do, and have a great time tonight and best wishes for the future. Each Aboriginal community has its own way of welcoming people to country. The Wurundjeri are known as the Manigum people. These leaves have been picked on country where many, many of our ancestors lived before us and indeed are still there today. And this takes place on my father's country. I am proud to be the daughter of my father. And also I would like to acknowledge all of our Wurundjeri people that are present here tonight, including the Jerry Jerry dancers, and a big welcome to the Jaran dancers who have come all the way down from Cairns. This leaf is a gift from the land. It's a gift to you, and we hope that you accept it. Accepting this leaf means that you are welcome to everything from the tops of the trees to the roots of the earth. It also means that you join with us, with all of us, to pay our respects to the ancestral spirits of each and every one in this country and our neighbouring islands. It is a great pleasure to be with you tonight. Well done, graduates, and my language is the Woi Wurrung, Wominjaka, Wurundjeri Balak, Yemen, Kundibek, and you are most welcome to the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the RMIT University 2016 Victorian Graduation Ceremony. It's my absolute honour to be with you tonight to celebrate with all of you. Can you please join me in thanking Auntie Joy Wandon Murphy, AO, for her amazing welcome to country, and of course, our fantastic dancers and didgeridoo performers who joined us here tonight. Let's give them a big Etihad round of applause and thanks. Reconciliation is profoundly important to us at RMIT, and I'm delighted you could join us this evening to welcome us to country and to celebrate the wonderful achievements of our students. I'm so honoured to be on the ancestral lands of the Wurundjeri peoples of the Kulin Nations, and on behalf of the university, I pay my respects to their ancestors and elders, past, present and future, entrusted to protect and promote old age ceremonies of celebration, initiation and renewal. I also acknowledge their living culture and their unique role in the life of this region. As we share knowledge and practices within the university, we recognise and pay respect to the deep knowledge embedded within Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, which have maintained custodianship of their lands since time immemorial. And now, it's my great pleasure to introduce our surprise guest for this evening, music icon Shannon Noel, accompanied by our own RMIT choir. Can I please ask everyone to stand for me? Can everybody stand as they sing our national anthem?
And Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage adventure stray fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing and adventure stray fair. Beneath our radiant Southern Cross, we toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned of all the lands. For those who come across the sea with boundless place to share, with courage let us all combine to adventure stray fair. In joyful strains then let us sing and adventure stray fair.
Please take your seats, everybody. Thank you, Shannon and the RMIT choir, for that fantastic rendition of the national anthem. And a special congratulations to those in the choir who are actually graduating here this evening. Well done. Now, I'm delighted to announce that Shannon will be sticking around for a very special graduation performance immediately after the formal ceremony concludes. And it's made even more special because his wife Rochelle studied at RMIT. So there you go. So we'll be welcoming back. So don't go anywhere. Stay firmly in your seats, and when the last of the certificates have been presented, join us on the field for what I know will be a once-in-a-lifetime RMIT performance. Chancellor, members of RMIT Council, honoured guests, staff, graduates, family and friends. welcome to this very special event for you, our graduates, and for all of us who are part of the RMIT community. In the education business, it doesn't get any better than this, graduating more than 7,000 RMIT students. Your achievements are nothing short of inspiring, and we are so proud of each and every one of you. You are part of a community of talented, educated, and skilled individuals who care for each other and you care for the world. That's what everybody graduating here today is becoming, a member of a very special community, a community of RMIT alumni. Today, Melbourne once again granted us the great honour of parading through its main street, being addressed by our Lord Mayor and coming together in this magnificent stadium. RMIT has proudly been a part of Melbourne since 1887, and as the city has changed, RMIT has evolved, supporting her every step of the way. For those returning home after your studies, take your memories of Melbourne with you and know that you are welcome back to our great city anytime. Graduates, you are the leaders of tomorrow, leaders in a world that faces some of the greatest ever challenges: climate change, people movement, ending poverty, curing diseases, uplifting the soul through art, sport, and creative endeavour of all kinds. All of you are graduating into a world like never before. It's changing at breakneck speed. It's likely that many of you will have between 5 and 15 changes of career during your lives. Not jobs, but careers. Learning for life is no longer a luxury, it's a survival skill. And I want you to know that RMIT is here to support you every step of the way. You're always welcome back, and we look forward to celebrating your future achievements. You know, it's been quite a year at RMIT. We're now ranked in the top 1% of universities in the world in the QS World University Rankings. And we've educated 85,000 students this year, literally from every corner of the world. But I know it's also been quite a year for our soon-to-be graduates sitting here today. Obtaining a qualification from RMIT certainly isn't easy, and it's not meant to be. It takes application, willpower, energy, and a lot of hard work. From where I stand right now, I can see smiling faces among the graduating class of 2016, but I also see many smiles on the faces of parents and loved ones here today. I understand the huge sacrifices you've made to give your children, your grandchildren, or your brothers and sisters a world-class education at RMIT University. Our students had to study long and hard to earn their degrees and diplomas, but we know they wouldn't be here without your unconditional love and support. That's why this graduation ceremony is a celebration of family and friendship, as well as academic achievement and excellence. Your success also requires the support of RMIT's amazing staff. And I want to just take a moment to thank all of the RMIT staff here tonight and those that couldn't be here for supporting you every step of the way. And a final thought from me before we get on with the show. Becoming a graduate can be a lonely road to travel. You'll have experienced doubts about your study, about the workload, even about whether it was worth the effort to earn the right to be sitting right where you are right now. But as the great French researcher Louis Pasteur once put it, let me tell you the secret that has led to my goal. My strength lies solely in my tenacity. Being here tonight is a testament to your tenacity and resilience. You've endured, you've overcome, you've succeeded. I hope you never lose the tenacity that drove you to pursue your studies at RMIT, and I'm sure you'll take what you've learned, seize the opportunity, and help shape the world for the better, because that's what RMIT graduates are all about. So congratulations, we are proud of each and every one of you, and can I ask everybody in the stadium to give our graduates a huge congratulations for all they've achieved. Let's raise the roof. Come on, you can do better. Thank you. Now, every year, universities award honorary degrees to individuals who've made an outstanding contribution to the wider community. It gives me great pleasure now to welcome our Deputy Chancellor, Ms. Janet Latchford, to the podium to introduce tonight's very special honorary doctorate recipient.
Chancellor, it is my pleasure and privilege to present to you Graham Innes, AM, whom RMIT Council have awarded the Doctor of Social Science honoris causa. A lawyer, mediator, company director, he was Australia's Disability Discrimination Commissioner at the Australian Human Rights Commission from 2005 to 2014. Mr. Innes has been a human rights practitioner for more than 30 years nationally and internationally at the United Nations. Born with congenital blindness, Mr. Innes was treated no differently to his siblings and was one of the first blind children integrated into mainstream school in New South Wales during the early 1970s. He was school captain, a prefect and a member of the debating team. During his time as the Australian Human Rights Commissioner, he also served as Human Rights Commissioner for 3.5 years and as Race Commissioner for 2 years. Mr. Innes's diverse experience as a lawyer, strategic thinker, facilitator and humanitarian allows him to bring perspectives from business, government and the community together in the pursuit of a fair go for all Australians. He has a global standing and reputation, serving Australia several times in international negotiations on recognition of the human rights of people with disabilities. Mr. Innes was the chair of the Disability Advisory Council of Australia from 1990 to 1995 and was the inaugural chair of Vision Australia. In 1995, Mr. Innes was made a member of the Order of Australia in recognition of his human rights work and advocacy for the rights of Australians with a disability. He is married with 2 adult children. Mr. Innes is a cricket tragic who loves sailing and relaxes by drinking Australian white wine. Mr. Innes is receiving this award because of his national contribution to public service and advocacy of human rights, particularly for people with disabilities. Chancellor, I present to you Graham Innes, AM.
I acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, and I thank Auntie Joy for her gift of a leaf as a memento of my welcome to this land, and I will treasure it as a memento of this graduation. It had been raining steadily for 4 days, and the question of whether the fete would go ahead on Saturday was constantly up for discussion at the family dinner table. I was about 12, very excited about the event taking place in the hospital grounds to virtually my backyard, as my dad was the chief executive and we lived on the premises. And I was the strongest proponent of going ahead whatever the weather. Saturday dawned and the rain continued. "They'll have to call it off," said Mum. "The ground is far too boggy." "No, they won't," I said, eternally optimistic. "I know what we'll do," said Dad, who had always been, to quote from one of my favourite movies, The Castle, an ideas man. "We'll move it from outside on the lawn to inside in the hospital roof space." And this area had recently been covered in to accommodate the new office expansion. The setup crew agreed, so the operation of moving the contents of 20 stalls, soft drink machines, fairy floss makers, public address systems and all of the paraphernalia required for a successful fundraiser began. My mother and sister were in charge of the cake stall, carrying what they already had stored at home to the hospital and up in the lift. My dad and brother were wheeling boxes of soft drink and carrying bags of ice necessary to keep them cool. The family tradition of all hands on deck was deeply ingrained in me, and I was desperate to help. But that would be a challenge for a blind 12-year-old where the environment was wet, muddy and constantly shifting. My face fell further and further as one after another of the set-up crew told me there was nothing that I could do. As it had done often in the past, and would do again and again during my life, my dad's warm hand on my shoulder saved the day. "There's more than enough jobs for everyone today," he said. "The only puzzle is working out which one you can do. And I've solved the puzzle. Come and drive the lift." The lift was the pinch point of the whole operation. Everything and everyone going to the fete had to go up in the lift. And due to the high demand from the ground floor and the roof, it was constantly tripping out and causing delay. "I'm going to override the automatic system and put this on manual," he said, "and I want you to drive it. If this lift doesn't keep going, we won't have a fete." I couldn't have been prouder. I stood 2 centimetres taller and spent the next 12 hours driving that lift, eating and drinking whilst going up and down, and strategically selecting quiet times for rushed toilet breaks. No one else was touching those controls. There was no way I was letting down my dad or risking the fete not going ahead. This story encapsulates my life, learning from my parents that I was not the kid who was blind, but an integral part of a functioning family unit. Understanding that we, with our Christian values and ethics, and as well-off members of Australian society, had a social obligation to support those not so fortunate. And knowing that success, as Grandma used to say, was 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. I learned that most things could be achieved. The challenge was finding a way. Many people with disabilities in Australia have not been blessed with the same opportunities with which I was blessed. 45% of us live in poverty. We are employed at a rate 30% less than the general population. A higher proportion of us than in the general population, particularly amongst people with intellectual or psychosocial disability, experience prison as our accommodation option, and services for us are underfunded and not well organised. The National Disability Insurance Scheme will, as it fully rolls out, address some of these issues. But the major barrier we face is the attitude barrier. People with disabilities are viewed by the Australian community as either heroes who have overcome challenges or as victims deserving of charity and welfare. But most of us just want to be viewed as agents of our own destiny, getting on with our lives in the community. However, we are limited by the soft bigotry of low expectations. And if the bar is set low, that's as far as most of us go. So changing community attitudes changes lives. Much of my life has been spent challenging those attitudes, advocating for better student services for blind students, working on the enactment of disability discrimination legislation, representing Australia during negotiations for United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities, and most recently spending 9 years as Australia's Disability Discrimination Commissioner, implementing the legislation which I had helped to draft. This was the best job I ever had, advocating for the rights of people with disabilities. This doctorate is a recognition of that work, and I intend to use the extra momentum this recognition will provide to continue to advance that agenda. So I am grateful to this university for giving my work such increased recognition. But I shouldn't forget all of you who have graduated with me today through your hard work and study, in comparison to me, who graduated for doing what I love to do. So congratulations to all of you. Make sure that your degree is the solid foundation to whatever else you achieve in your life. Mahatma Gandhi said that a nation's greatness is measured by how it treats its weakest members. I encourage you, in the paths of life which you choose, to contribute to an Australian society which is great because it honours our cultural heritage dating back some 60,000 years, because it values our diversity, and because it includes people with disabilities as contributors to our society. That's the Team Australia of which I'm a member. Now that you have your degree, most of you want what you want to achieve can be achieved. The challenge is finding a way. Today, celebrate the recognition of your hard work and study with your family and friends. Tomorrow, let's together use our awards to continue to build a stronger and more inclusive community. Thanks for the chance to speak with you this evening.
Thank you, Graham. Your ongoing commitment to improving the lives of people with a disability is inspiring, and it's an honour to have you here with us this evening and to welcome you as an RMIT graduate. Let's give him another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for has arrived. Will you please join me in welcoming the Chancellor of RMIT University, Dr. Ziggy Switkowski, AO, and our Academic Registrar, Dr. Maddie McMaster, who will take us through the conferring of your degrees and diplomas.
We now move to the formal part of this evening's ceremony. This is the part where you actually graduate. First, I will make a declaration to the Chancellor that you have completed all the requirements of your degree, your diploma or your certificate, and I will then present him with this list of authorised candidates. He will take that list and then, on behalf of RMIT Council, he will officially confer your award. And in that instant, you move from being a graduand to a graduate of RMIT. The words that we're about to use, like the robes we're all wearing, are very similar to those that have been used in graduation ceremonies in the Western tradition for 800 years. So, graduands, will you now please stand up for the conferring of degrees, diplomas and certificates? Chancellor, I certify to you that the candidates presented here today and the candidates whose names appear on the list for award in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the named awards of the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology and are entitled to be admitted to the rights and privileges of these awards.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of RMIT University, I admit the duly authorised candidates on this list, both present and absent, to the appropriate degree or certificate of RMIT University and to all the rights and privileges of graduation. Congratulations, you are our new graduates.
Graduates, please be seated.
So I'm very proud to be the first person to congratulate you on becoming a graduate. However, the end of your studies doesn't mean your association with the RMIT University will be at an end, far from it. It does mean that you are now a full member of a very special university, one that, as the Vice-Chancellor reminded us, began in 1887 as the Working Men's College, with a mission founded on the concept of education as a democratic ideal and resulted in an education forged from experience. 129 years later, it has grown from just 600 students to 84,000 students studying in Melbourne and across the world, including almost 30,000 international students drawn from over 100 countries. It is an incredible success story that I am very proud of, and you can be proud of it too. Above all, RMIT has always been and continues to be a people's university. The world you're graduating into is changing faster than ever before. We all know that. Your family and friends know it. Keeping up, and indeed keeping ahead, won't be easy. But we are confident that the qualification that you've been awarded here today will help you succeed. We haven't just helped you learn skills that the modern world demands of you now, but also the creativity and the ability to keep learning and to stay ahead in the future. And my message complements that of Dr. Innes and the Vice-Chancellor, Martin Bean, is that, like RMIT itself, you should stay open to change. For those of you joining the workforce for the first time, a great career no doubt awaits you. And if you keep learning, other interesting careers will follow. And we hope that you will see RMIT as your partner in lifelong learning. And for those of you, and there are many of you, embarking on second and third and fourth careers, congratulations on your commitment to continuous learning and personal development. You chose RMIT to complete your current qualification, and I think you've chosen very well. To all of you, go out there and succeed. But remember also the other things that you picked up at RMIT, the willingness to change, to question, and to make a difference to the world. Because the world most certainly needs your optimism and your contribution right now. So my congratulations go out to all of you, to the parents, to family members, partners and friends here tonight. We celebrate and acknowledge your valuable contributions to our students' achievements in these times of change and transformation. Well done to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor and Dr. McMaster. The presentation of certificates will now take place at each college stage around the stadium. Now, as exciting as tonight is for all of us, I'd like to ask graduates, friends and family to please stay in your seats until the end of the ceremony. You are one of many thousands of graduates, and from the first person to receive their certificate to the very last, let's make sure we allow each deserving graduate the opportunity to enjoy tonight's incredible atmosphere and have their special moment. Once the last graduate is presented with their certificate, there'll be plenty of time to celebrate together on the field as we serve refreshments and enjoy the entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, the official presentation of the testimonies will now commence. Congratulations, everyone. You made it. You're now officially graduated. In a moment, you'll be able to join us on the field to toast your fantastic achievements and capture the moment at one of our photo booths around the field. Can I ask everyone here this evening, graduates, staff, family and friends, to stand and join me in counting down to our special Shannon Knoll performance to celebrate our graduates' magnificent achievements. Well done, everybody.
I'm a solo flyer who hits me lonely, and I walk the wire with a net below me, and I want my extra with the ordinary, sometimes not so much, and sometimes very, it's so goddamn scary. Let me in and see me coming your way, 'cause I'm still trying to find my place in the light. I've been it on my heart, found a mistake, but I'm still trying to find my place in the light. Ooh. And no matter what, I'm always saying absolutely not. Right before I cave in, got my sin to raise with a bank of pardon. When I think it's done, I've only started. So let me in and see me coming your way, 'cause I'm still trying to find my place in the light. I've been it on my heart, found a mistake, 'cause I'm still trying to find my place in the light. I'm a solo flyer who hates me lonely. So let me in and see me coming your way, 'cause I'm still trying to find my place in the light. Yeah, been it on my heart, pile of mistakes, but I'm still trying to find my place in the light. Oh yeah, yeah. My place in the
Now, congratulations, guys. Once again, it's been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to play here for you tonight. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Many years hard work have brought you to this point. So now you've got all the details. Get in there and do some good. We're going to take over this song now. It's a song that started it all. So you're going to get the first chorus, right? So we need you to sing very, very loud indeed. Once again, thanks again, guys.
There's a little boy waiting at the counter of a corner shop. He's been waiting down there, waiting half the day. They never ever see him from the top. He gets pushed around, knocked to the ground. He gets to his feet and he says, come on! She's been waiting back there, waiting for a dream. Her dreams were getting up, they never stop. Well, she's not too proud to cry out loud. She runs to the street and she screams, what about me? It isn't, I've had enough now. I want, can't you see? I want to live. You just take more than you give. So take a step back and see the little people. They may be young, but they're the ones who make the big people big. So listen as they whisper. Now I'm standing on the corner of the world's gone on. Nobody's changed, nobody's been saved, and I'm feeling cold and alone. I guess I'm lucky, I smile a lot, but sometimes I wish for more. Then I'm gone. What about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough now. I want my share. Can't you see? I wanna live, but you just take more. What about me? It isn't fair. I've had enough now. I want my share. Can't you see? I wanna live, but you just take more. You just take more. You just take more than you give. What about me? What about me? What about RMIT? Thanks so much, guys. Go ahead.